Dear student, here's the real reason some parents and teachers don't want you to use ChatGPT to write your essay. Now, before we get into it, let's first acknowledge, if you're watching this video, you probably have already used AI to write an essay, or you're considering it. And I don't blame you. How easy is it to write a 1-sentence, 2-sentence prompt into ChatGPT and get a beautiful essay in seconds? Let's talk about the real reason why parents don't want you to use ChatGPT to write your essays. Not everyone articulates this very well, but the heart of it, parents and teachers want you to think critically. When you are forced to write, it forces you to think. Do I agree with this? Do I not agree with this? Is this true? Is this false? How would I organize this information that I've received and consumed? Writing is a proof to show that you understand the material, that you've thought about it, that you've weighed the pros and cons, that you can compare and contrast. Writing an essay is an exercise to demonstrate that you've thought critically in your mind. The second reason why parents and teachers don't want you to use ChatGPT is they want you to struggle. Now, this might sound unkind at first, but hear me out. So many things in your life, in my life, are easy. We have a magical metal rectangle where we can click buttons and food shows up at our front door. We can control the weather in our homes and in our cars. We can turn the lights on with a clap of our hands or a "Hey Siri, turn the lights on." There are so many things in our lives that are easy. And writing is hard. Thinking about your outline, thinking about your thesis, taking all the information that you've read, studied, thought through, and trying to then articulate that in a way that a teacher will understand and grade positively. Writing forces you to struggle. And sometimes that struggle is a really good thing. It helps you to build grit, perseverance, endurance. Sometimes doing hard things is just a good muscle to develop in life. If we're honest as parents and teachers, some of this is like emotional payback. We suffered. We had to write papers and stay up till after midnight trying to figure out this synonym or this analogy or this word picture illustration. And we want you to suffer too. Honestly, that's part of the reason. I had to walk uphill both ways in the snow, and I want you to at least feel a little bit of what that's like. But in all seriousness, thinking critically and struggling, wrestling through things are really important, especially in this day and age when there is so much fake news, misinformation. You can hear echo chambers all day long. Being able to think critically and parse out what's really true and what's false, what is good and right and just and beautiful, and what's wicked and twisted and evil. The exercise of forcing yourself to think about these things and then to be able to communicate them clearly, that whole struggle is valuable and it's good for you. It builds character. I think as parents, sometimes, maybe this is more on the dad side, certain parents are okay with using ChatGPT because they've recognized a few things. So here's the caveats. They've recognized that there are other ways to build endurance and struggle. Maybe that's through sports, music, dance, programming, exercise, manual labor, weeding, fill in the blank. There are other ways that you can build character and build grit. Second, a lot of us don't really like writing and don't have to use it that often. So what's the point of you having to do it? Third, how important is the communication and proper punctuation? We literally communicate in yellow pictures now. Fourth, if I'm honest, as a dad, I'm a little bit of a rule bender / breaker myself. So figuring out a way to do something more efficiently to save time, that's not always a bad skill in life. So the two reasons why parents and teachers don't want you to use ChatGPT for essays, some of the caveats on why some might be okay with it, and my last closing thoughts for you. At Graid School, we are constantly teaching students when it comes to AI, ChatGPT, Grok, Suno, Sora, Canva, you name it. how to be confident with these different tools, how to be cautious and to use them properly while still guarding your character and developing your mind and your critical thinking skills, and really to be creative. There are so many exciting, fascinating, beautiful, artistic things that you can use these tools for. So at Graid School, that is our passion, helping students be equipped for these things. We've got a new class coming up this fall where we learn about AI and weave that in with mathematics topics like sports data analytics, business budgeting, symmetry in music, those types of things. So thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful to you as a student, and good luck actually writing your essays.